Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is JohnJake Gaming on the mic here, and I come back here doing something that, to be honest with you, I haven't done in quite some time. I want to say before this game even came out, the last time that I did one of these, and I just kind of want to give a little bit of a channel update as well as get some feedback, for you guys as well, like from you guys, from the community, because the community is why this YouTube channel is here. And I want to do this because, we're getting into a very, pivotal point in my life. We're getting to a pivotal point, I think, like in my YouTube channel, in terms of, where do we want to go from here, and what direction do we want to go as a YouTube channel. And so I'll go ahead and dive right into it. But first and foremost, I just want to preface this by saying, like, this is not going to be one of those videos by any means where we are we're announcing our leaving from the channel. It's not going to be one of those things at all, right? Like, we're not going anywhere. I think we're still going to make content, even though like we're getting into like those pivotal points like in my life for multiple reasons. Like for starters, like I haven't talked about this, at least like not too much, at least like in like a YouTube platform like type of deal. But first things first, I just want to go ahead and address this right now. Like I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to bring my very first kid into the world, and I'm really excited for that. I'm genuinely excited for this opportunity, to be a dad for the very first time. And it's something that, I think is very important to me. I definitely want to make sure that I'm, setting a good example for my son, and making sure that we're spending like a good amount of time not only with my son, but making sure that like my wife feels valued like at the same time, right? So with that being said, I want to make some changes to the channel, and I want to make changes to the channel like in a sense that not only helps us out like in the future, make sure that they have what they need from me, but also still be able to provide like a good amount of content for you guys at the same time, trying to essentially do like a two birds in one stone situation. So I sat down and thought about this, and I'm also going to have a community tab post that's probably you might have seen already before you even clicked on this video, because I did release that earlier this morning. But with that being said, with those changes to the channel, I want to go ahead and jump into like the series that you see on your screen right now, Bluffton Tech. I really love the fact that we do have Team Builder back in like EA college football, and have that ability to create team builder schools again. And it's been really enjoyable to see this Bluffton Tech squad built up to where it's been built up. However, with that being said, and I'm not blaming this on anybody in particular, Dynasty content has definitely changed. Dynasty content has drifted away, it seems like, from your traditional like formatting that you might have seen like a few years ago. Like for example, like with like Hawaii Tech, or with like Arkansas A&M, probably a couple of team builders that you guys are probably more familiar with, and along with the team builders that I've done over the years, like St. Thomas, like Earlham, like the Bluffton series that we trying to do on like the PS3. And it's shifting over in a different direction to where Dynasty content looks dramatically different from that format. So I've always done things in the traditional format, and it just seems like the traditional format is not nearly as popular as what it used to be. And that certainly has been reflected in what we went ahead and done with like in terms of how we've been like handling things with like our Dynasty content over here. So I think what I do want to do is I do want to bring Bluffton Tech to an end. It's getting to a point where, as much as I enjoy it, the amount of work that it takes to deliver that series over to you guys, it's not producing the desired result. And again, I'm not blaming this on, on you guys. I'm not blaming this on the YouTube algorithm. It's just maybe how I'm delivering it might be either like a little bit stale, or it might be, just not as the same level of demand for Dynasty content as maybe what used to be, like even like a few years ago, like for example. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. So where you guys come in is that I do have a couple of different things that I'm thinking about doing like here in the future. Definitely want to maybe approach Dynasty content in a little bit of a different way than what I've been doing. And what I really want to know from you guys is, I guess, like a couple of things, like just like from a learning experience for me, is maybe you were someone that used to watch like the Bluffed in Tech series, but you haven't been tuning into the Bluffed in Tech like Dynasty episodes as of late. And if you fall under that, just let me know, like either like in the community tab poll, or either in the like here in this video, why is that not the case? Why are you guys not like tuning in like as much as you used to? Again, I'm not mad by any criteria at anyone, or like for any given reason. I just want that feedback so that I can be better of a content creator for you guys, because that's what I want to do. I want to be that content creator. I want to be an entertainer. And if you guys aren't being entertained, I want to know that, right? So that's really where that comes from. Now, with that being said, there's a couple of things I am considering, and those are listed over on the community tab poll that you can check out. But it will either involve this game, and it will still be Dynasty content in this game, but looking at things a little bit differently, because there is a couple of things that when I've seen like in terms of like EA Dynasty content that hasn't been done yet, and I definitely want to try and explore that possibility. Or, Maximum Football just recently came out, and, I definitely want to give Maximum Football an honest try. I enjoyed the previous Maximum Football iterations back when that came out, like years ago. There's a new Maximum Football game built by a different developer team. It looks extremely promising from what I played in the betas, and I've had a hand with some of the input that has went into that game, so I definitely want to see what that final product does end up looking like. So yeah, let me know down in the comments in terms of what you would want maybe in replacement of Bluffed in Tech, or if even what I recently mentioned just now, like either like doing like EA Dynasty content like in a different format, or like doing like a Maximum Footballs like series. Let me know if either one of those things is something that interests you. Now, one thing that I will say is with the Madden content, with Madden 25, doing those team builders over in Madden, that actually has been doing okay. And because Madden has been doing okay, I definitely want to keep it around at least until one of two things happen. One, I end up finding a way to win a Super Bowl with in the UFL Dynasty franchise, which does have its own layers of challenges, which I think really makes it like more refreshing like to see, and not having a OP roster after like a few seasons. Definitely has kept things like really refreshing and really challenging at the same time. Or it gets to kind of where like the status with like Bluffed in Tech is, where like it's struggling to get any kind of traction, right? Which, I mean, Madden was off to such a hot start here on the channel. It did really well a couple of months ago. It's not getting that same level of traction. I still want to do it because it is doing okay, but it certainly isn't getting the same traction as it used to have. Finally, something that I also want to do moving forward is I want to go ahead and take the streams that we've been doing here on YouTube when it comes to online Dynasty action. I think moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and move that back over to the Twitch. And a big reason why I think I'm going to go ahead and do that is I think for me personally, what I have witnessed is I think the streams are hurting the channel. I truly think they are. It seems like it's not getting a lot of traction here on YouTube, so it might make better sense for me personally if I would just go ahead and take what I'm doing on YouTube from like a live stream standpoint, bring that back over into Twitch. Now, if we end up like figuring out how like the restream works, which is a nice tool like for content creators, if we can figure out how to integrate that so that we can live stream both on Twitch and on YouTube at the exact same time, then I would definitely consider going ahead and like streaming both on YouTube again. But I think for now, I think it makes more sense to move my streams over into Twitch. And I haven't used my Twitch in an incredibly long time, but I will have that available like in the as a pinned comment, and I will have a link to my Twitch in future YouTube videos as well. So just to kind of recap everything that I've been talking about. That being said, you know, just kind of like wrap things up in a nice little bow, because I know I'm not the best communicator, and I kind of like to elongate things at times. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a ramble now. Bluffton Tech, that is going to come to an end effectively immediately, but we are exploring what we want to do in terms of that second series on the channel, because I always like to have at least 2 series going on the channel at any given time. In addition to that, Madden is going to stay, and then the live streams that we have seen for like our online dynasty games, that is going to move over from YouTube, and that is going to move over to my Twitch. The Twitch will be provided both in the description and a pinned comment, but if we can figure out restream at some point, we are going to go ahead and we will explore the possibility of streaming on YouTube again, but for now I think the streams are going to be Twitch only. And the reason why we're doing that is because we are like we're thinking about we're bringing a kid into the world, so I'm not going to have the same time regardless of whether I'm on paternity leave or whether I'm returning back to work, and you know, both dealing with work and now a child. So this is like the best way, I think, like for my YouTube channel to continue to produce content and provide me fulfillment from a content standpoint, while at the same time providing, you know, the adequate amount of time that, you know, both like my wife needs and also what my first child is going to need. So it's a very exciting time in my life, but it's also a time that's going to bring a lot of change, both me personally and from a content standpoint. I do want to appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart for rocking with me, whether you've been rocking with me since day one or whether you've been rocking with me since we've like moved forward with like ever since like EA College Football came out. If it's like you fall under one of those 2 buckets, man, it doesn't matter, but I really do appreciate you guys, man. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. Gonna expect some new Dynasty content, new college Dynasty content in some kind of different format, but that's being determined. But with that being said, boys, this is JohnJake Game on the mic signing off, but hope you guys are all out there having a good one, man, and I hope y'all take it easy. Take care, everybody.